Hello there, this is Dango1867. Hope you're all feeling alright today because I am TKD Boo, and on the screen is a bit of Black Ops 2. I get a swarm in this. I should have got a double, but I ended up cocking up royally halfway through. I've cut this gameplay down because it did take a while just to fit it into this commentary that I want to pan out for you guys today. So the title of this obviously is stating that I think Apocalypse was right. And basically, I'll put a link to the video in question. It's a bit of a video response. I've done these before back in the times where you could actually put a video response as a link to someone else's video if you had an opinion about it. And basically, if you don't know who Apocalypse is, I don't know where you've been living, possibly under a bridge as you're some sort of freaky troll. But obviously, I'll link everything in the description because obviously the video itself is a really good one, and Apocalypse is a bit of a legend in his own household, probably. So we'll get straight on to it. I've known Apocalypse for an age since the Manic Miner days. I would consider myself a friend of Apocalypse. Probably not as not like close buddy, but we've known each other a while through this whole YouTube thing that we've become accustomed to. And both of us obviously started at the similar time. Obviously, one of us got amazingly big, well done him. And the other one, myself, just sort of stuck as we are and keeps on grinding out these videos for the few people who care to watch them. I'm not kidding, I love this shit. So, the last video he put out was a bit of a video coming up about Advanced Warfare. And obviously that's pretty close to popping, and I'm excited. Not as excited as I probably could have been on a few games, but I am excited just because, to be honest, let's be honest, we all kind of... we didn't really get on with Ghost. I enjoyed it as a game, but the majority of people didn't. I never really even played with a few of my friends because of the actual switching console, and that kind of killed it as a game. But the next installment is Advanced Warfare, and again, it's very futuristic. And to be honest, I'm not sure how I feel about it. I agree with, obviously, Apocalypse in his video, and basically stating that a lot of people seem to think we should have gone and got a World at War 2. And if you've not played World at War or some of the old Call of Duties, they were all back in the day of World War II, where there was bolt action rifles, straightforward one-on-one gunplay, not many streaks, and to be honest, I found it a little bit more enjoyable. But I'm old and kind of came through at the Medal of Honor and the standard free Call of Duty games on the PC, so they're kind of where I sort of learnt my trade as a first-person shooter. Not to say I don't like games, I like a bit futuristic. Black Ops 2 for me is probably one of the better futuristic first-person shooters there's been. But for me, I'm not sure if I wanted it to go even further than Black Ops 2. I think Black Ops 2 had it futuristic while keeping the actual physical first-person sort of details all the same. None of this jumping and cloaking stuff. It was still gun on gun. It just looked a bit prettier and a bit shinier around the edges, and some of the kill streaks were a bit more boosted up there. For me, I think it would have been nice for them to put out a World War II or even a Vietnam War or another war that's probably not been used much, because when World at War first came out for the Xbox and the PlayStation, it set the bar higher than the older PC ones. The graphics were good, the campaigns were amazing, and for me, it's not just a first-person scenario in this, it's the campaign as well. It would have been nice to see what the next gens could have brought to that sort of environment. See if it could have been a grittier, very much a real-life playing Saving Private Ryan type scenario. That would have been nice, and the campaign could have really sort of showed off the skills and the ability of the next-gen consoles. For me, they've missed a trick, in my opinion. That's not to say they won't go back and make an older-style first-person shooter. I'm pretty sure they will. But obviously, the next one we got is Advanced Warfare. So I think, like Apocalypse did say, he thinks that the majority of people probably wanted it to go backwards. I know there's a lot of my friends didn't, and they want to see it sort of futuristic and take it on even further. But myself, as a bit of a purist, I would have preferred him to drop back. This is not me hating on the fact that Advanced Warfare will be a bouncing off of walls, climbing Titanfall type-esque shooter. It's just for me. Hopefully it still has the feel of a gun-on-gun shooter, which will be the actual crowning moment for me. And if it feels and plays a lot like Black Ops 2, let's be honest, it's pretty much going to be good. So I'm looking forward to it, and hopefully once it pops out there, we can get quite a lot more content out there. And the best be some sort of shotgun or some sort of throwing axe, and I'm going to spit my dummy royally. So put your opinions down to me. What did you want for the next Call of Duty? I know it's all committed now. We're going to have this Advanced Warfare. It's going to be futuristic. There's going to be a lot of things that are probably going to be probably annoying until we find out that they've all got counters and make them pretty much non-usable anyway. But I'd like to see how many of my guys who still watch this channel are actually interested in seeing an older school Call of Duty, or even another sort of first-person shooter. Obviously, even the Battlefield sort of went a bit more futuristic, and I'd love to see that drop back to the old World War II days as well. But like I say, I'm a bit of an old fart, stuck in my ways. I kind of like old school guns, old school tanks, and pretty much none of this kill streak malarkey, as he says, just trying to polish off that nice swarm. So, like I say, drop your opinions. This has been Dango. I hope you enjoyed this video. Obviously, feel free to check out Apocalypse. All the links will be in the description. I'll catch you all later, guys. See you later.